guys, it's Sid with SVTperformance.com, and this is our second in our series of the new electric F-150 Lightning videos. Like I said, we were invited by Ford out as part of their Friends of Ford program, and I'm going to give you guys a lot of a walkthrough of sort of what they've got going on here. See, obviously they're going after the adventure crowd. They have a whole camp set up here, using the front to its maximum capabilities with loading it up. This thing handles like 400 pounds too, I think. Actually, maybe more than that. I do like the Dometic 12-volt fridge freezer that can be run off the truck. Of course, we got some bikes, kayaks, all that kind of fun stuff. So I know a lot of the ones that you guys have seen have been the more loaded out versions like Lariats and Platinums. One that gives you a look at sort of more the base model. So this is the Pro. This is the one that has the $40,000 sticker price. So you got to think of this as sort of like an XL meets, you know, a higher end version, because you've got the nice screen and everything. And I actually really like this dash, more so even than the higher end models that have the Mach-E style dash, because I like physical buttons, and the Pro still has that. And of course, like in a work truck you would expect, it has just your standard vinyl steering wheel or rubber steering wheel, vinyl seats, but it's pretty much everything you would expect from an F-150. It's just packing a big pile of batteries underneath, and of course independent rear suspension. And check out the size of that control arm bolt. This thing is built super heavy, and you can see the thickness on the steel. It looks like it's probably about 3/16 of an inch thick on the frame there, so that's really nice. Hauling some lumber, and I like to show off the capability of being able to run your saws and things like that off of the Pro Power setup. But you know, if you've been around F-150, the cab and everything is basically the same. The big story is on the front capabilities and of course the electric drivetrain. I'll get into the driving dynamics of it in another video. That's information is a little bit embargoed at the moment, so later on in the week I'll share that with you. But let's just take a little walk through. I believe this one is a Pro as well. But you can see you got more storage under the front here. This is sort of a rubberized finish, which is really cool. And this thing, this is not just like some normal plastic. This stuff is really heavy. I like that. And of course this holds ice. You've seen the videos and stuff of using the front as a cooler, and it does work, so that's neat. I like this basically hood liner with Ford embossed in it, and then you've got a nice seal that goes all the way around the edge, so this is completely watertight. And they also put in plenty of charging ports. This thing is covered with charging, both USB and AC power, loaded up with it. Got water tank in the bed. This thing does over a ton of payload capacity. I think it's 2,250 pounds, something like that. So quite a bit. Roll on around here. So that's the Pro series. It's going to be more of your fleet trucks, but honestly I think that is almost the one I would go for, except I really like the XLT on this. I'm hoping that's what this one is. And I do like this little badge on the back. I think that's really cool. Of course, you've got the Lightning logo here. My feelings on the name, I've shared that in the past because I own an F-150 Lightning, a 2004, and this is not exactly what comes to mind when I think Lightning, but to me that sort of makes sense. It's an electric truck, it's F-150, so the name, it sort of jives, and I am correct. This is an XLT, so let's pop it open here. And I really, this is, if I was buying one of these, XLT would be the one I would go for. I like this cloth interior. I'm a fan of cloth seats, and I really like this style screen in the dash. And of course, having my physical controls and all that. And just like all the 21 and up F-150s, you have the shifter that folds down, and of course, now you've got your work surface. So I think that, to me, is one of the biggest advantages Ford has with this truck. Is it makes it really easy to go from owning any other F-150 in the past to getting in this electric one, and then you're just dealing with changing over that. You're not having to relearn where every button is, the size of your vehicle, all that kind of stuff. So if you're familiar with driving an F-150, you know, you can just hop in this and it feels very similar. Of course, the electric driving experience, we'll have to get into that later on, like I said, in another video. but I think you guys will like it. I do like this one, how it's outfitted adventure-wise. Not sure what interior package this one has on it. It looks like this one is a Lariat. And let these guys take a few videos of it and stuff, and then I'll crawl in and show you guys that. All right, waited my turn so I can show you guys this Lariat model. And with the Lariat, you get the Mach-E style dash here. Let me go ahead and turn the stereo off. But yeah, you get the Mach-E style layout here. Of course, you got this beautiful, this is on all of them, the big full digital dash. This would not be my personal choice because I like having physical buttons for the AC and everything, but this is, I like the integration of it. It doesn't look like it's just tacked on, which is really cool. And of course, the Lariat, you get a little bit nicer seats, leather and everything, big sunroof. You know, it's an F-150, guys, so that's kind of what you come to expect. Got your trailer brake controller down here, tons and tons of charging ports. You can see some people are charging their phones off this thing. And it's saying we've got 213 miles of range on, what's the percentage? Oh, this is cool. So you've got motor temperature and your coolant temperature, or battery temperature. So both the motors and the battery are liquid cooled. So it's nice that they're allowing you to monitor that. And it's not just hiding it from you. I really need to get one of these, spend more time with it, and play with the dash to see what other settings are in here. So this is really cool. Something else I've been wondering. Yes, it does have an Obd2 port. Now, granted, I only see a few pins on here, and this is probably mostly just to communicate with the body control modules, things like that. But wouldn't it be neat if HP tuners can come out with something and we can flash that? Maybe make this thing send a little bit more power to the wheels than what Ford wanted it to. And still trying to confirm whether traction control off is really traction control off on this thing. We got the button, physical button here, but I'm wondering how off is off. So something to think about. But this thing is pretty nice. Let's go see if we can find one of the Platinum models. All right, I finally found an elusive Platinum model, so let's just take a look inside of it. Of course, with the Platinum, you get the really, really high-end seats. These things fold all the way back, so you can take a nap, all that. And just the really high-end interior. This thing is sharp. I'm not crazy about piano black on parts like this because you touch it, it leaves fingerprints, but it does look good, and I really like the Platinum Ford logo. There's a funny story on this and the black logo on the Super Duties with the blacked out package. This actually had to be approved by the Ford family to make the Ford logo in anything but Ford blue, but they went with it, so I think it looks really good here, very classy. And of course, the same thing that you're used to on all your high-end F-150s, and I like the stitching on the dash, that looks good. High-end materials everywhere, especially like the Alcantara on the door panel. That's bringing me back to Gen 2 Lightning seats right here. It actually looks like almost the same material. Faux wood grain, I enjoy that. Same deal here with that piano black. It looks really good, but that's going to show fingerprints. Really, really nice truck. And of course, your panoramic sunroof, all that fun stuff. Really cool, guys. Enjoyed this. Check out that nice wood grain there. Turn the turn signal off. But yeah, this thing is really, really sharp. And I'm not sure what they call this color. So they're almost indistinguishable unless you've got the two of them side by side. They have a silver, and then they have like an ice blue color. And they're really, really nice. This one, it looks like they've used it as a cooler in the past. But yeah, this is what you can expect. You get different wheels on all the various packages, and you can tell the design of them is designed to be more aerodynamic, things like that, to just try to increase the range as much as possible. Same deal with your aspect ratios and stuff on your tires. It's a 275 tire, which is good for an F-150, and you got to think, I wonder if this is a load range E. It would almost have to be. It's a General Grappler. Let's see, made in USA, so I like seeing that. 22-inch wheel, yeah. So yeah, I'll have to look and see what the actual load range is. Yeah, extra load, but it doesn't have a range on it. Weird. I'm sure it's on here somewhere and I'm just missing it. But this thing can handle over a ton in the bed, which is impressive for a short bed like this. So yeah, you can probably tell from this angle, this is that sort of like ice blue metallic. Sort of reminds me of a cactus gray on a Bronco with just a metallic version of it. And I'm sure it's not showing up at all on this video, but it looks really good. I think if I was going to order one of these, I would actually get this color just because it's unique. I really like that. It's really powdery, soft blue. Looks really cool. And then you go over here to the side and it looks almost gray. So neat. It's an interesting color. But I think that's pretty much where we're going to leave off on this. I really appreciate Ford inviting us out for this little launch Friends of Ford event on the F-150 Lightning. Wish I'd got to spend more time with it, but you know how that is. It's never enough time with these new cars, but we'll get you guys one and do more testing in the future. And as always, check that link in the description. It heads over to svtperformance.com where I have our full article, features, review, pictures, you name it, we've got it over there. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know, all that normal YouTube stuff. It really helps the channel grow, and the more the channel grows, the more we get invited to things like this, and the more content we can bring you. So, you know, you guys are a big part of it. And speaking of a big part of it, I want to give a big shout out to all the premium members over on svtperformance.com. You guys really help keep the site running over the years, and it makes a huge difference. So I really appreciate that. And if you guys are interested in becoming a premium member, supporting the channel, supporting the website, and all the work that we do to bring you the latest news, reviews, and information on your favorite Ford powered vehicles, check out the description below. We've got links to all that kind of stuff where you can show your support. And if nothing else, just thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. See you next time.